Next up here, the program that's still alive in this playoff race, Notre Dame, not planning on taking a transfer quarterback after the last couple years. They've obviously been very successful with Sam Hartman and Riley Leonard. And it was actually back in early December here, December 4th, as I'll play this clip from a press conference when Marcus Freeman first said they would not be going into the portal.
Yeah, I said that, I think, during the season. It made we have no plans on going to transfer portal for a quarterback. Yeah.
This was December 4th. Obviously, a lot of things can change in a couple weeks, especially when you're talking about the quarterback position. But Pete Nakos and Steve Wiltfong, two of the best in the business, came out yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, yes, with a new report saying that Notre Dame is not going to be taking a portal quarterback. So let me pull that report up real quick here. But yeah, that kind of confirmed it, right? So they've had a lot of success the last couple of years, but it looks like they're trusting their options on the roster right now, D.
Yeah, I think they're smart to do that. You look at Steve Angeli, 6'2", 208, 18 for 28 this year, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he's played a bit this year, also played in the bowl last year against Oregon State. And I got to be honest, man, I like Angeli a lot. He's a 3-star from the New York suburbs, Bergen Catholic in New Jersey. But, watching his high school stuff and the limited stuff he's done in college, he's got a great arm. He's a great fit for Notre Dame, really a pro-style type passer, played under center even a little bit in high school. And has really, to me, shown talent of potentially an NFL guy if he develops in the system. And if you look at Notre Dame has the best running back in the country coming back in Jeremiah Love. You have a ton of your offensive line coming back. So if you are putting in a player like this who is not a freshman, has some experience, but is going to get more during that year, you want him to have a running back he could trust, a running game he could trust, pass protection he could trust. You brought in 2 transfer receivers that are going to help out in Malachi Fields and Will Pauling from Wisconsin, Malachi Fields from Virginia. So all the infrastructure is there for a younger quarterback, and he's not a young quarterback. He's played and he's a little older, but a younger quarterback to succeed. And look, he might not win the job. You have C.J. Carr, number 6 quarterback in the nation last year out of St. Louis, Michigan. Similar type of player to Angeli as far as being kind of a pro-style passer, very much a fit at Notre Dame. Solid tools. I actually think Angeli probably has better physical tools, but Carr was the higher rated player. A pretty good athlete, definitely a gamer, productive in Michigan. And then Kenny Minchie, number 14 quarterback in 23, 4-star from Henderson, Tennessee. Hasn't played a bunch, only threw 1 pass this year, but another talented guy.
Here's CJ Carr.
Okay, so watching CJ Carr here. So CJ Carr, you watch him in high school, very productive, pro-style quarterback. The tools don't fly off the page to me when I watch CJ Carr, but you can see the moxie. He does make some plays off schedule, throws it downfield. Michigan has not been a quarterback hotbed, but you look at Bryce Underwood last year's number 1 player overall. Go back to probably Kirk Cousins to see the last pro quarterback produced from this region. But I think Carr's going to give Angeli a run for the money, and whoever wins the job will have earned it and will have a very good situation.
Now, D, I mean, do you think this is a situation where obviously Freeman's got to feel pretty good about what they've got if they're not going into the portal, right? But do you see this sort of thing kind of happening across the country where schools that have had success the last couple of years, maybe with the transfer guys, say, look, the portal's great and all, but would really like to develop what we've got here on campus?
And look, it depends on what you have and just sort of what your team looks like. If you're Notre Dame, you are in a very good position to develop a young quarterback. And you've seen these guys. They're not true freshmen. You've seen them. Carr's been a true freshman this year, but he'd have a year under his belt next year if he's your starter. So you've seen these guys, and you know what they can do and what they can't do. And obviously you have faith in what you've seen, and you also have faith that they're not going to be put in a situation to fail. So I think the combination of those two things make you feel good about having a quarterback like this that you could have for 2 or 3 years. And feel good about it and send him off to the pros and then recruit the next one, or get a portal guy if that's what the case is. Obviously not opposed to portal guys. They've done it the last 2 years, but you've now bought time for an Angeli to develop. You've bought time for a CJ Carr to develop, and now you can see what they got.